The RE3 ice compression pack came about because my teenage daughters were swimming competitively and both suffer with hypermobile knee joints, which is a bit of a family failing, which makes them a beautiful breaststroke kick, but lots of swelling and inflammation, lots of physio appointments and advice around icing after they get out of the pool, which kind of sparked the idea because they wouldn't sit there and do it with what was currently available. What I really wanted to be able to design into RE3 to make it different was I wanted something that had surface area that would remain soft when it was frozen and that you could get compression and also so you wouldn't get wet, so that when it's attached to the body it's very quick, it's efficient and you can walk around. So there's no bags of dripping ice and water on the floor and kids screaming. That was basically the concept. Trial and error was how I made the product. I just played around with lots of different variations. Originally I wanted to have just water with cells, but that was a problem around volume to be able to get the lovely flex and surface area. You don't want hard ice compressed against your body. So I wanted it to be soft, which required gel, yet most gel packs won't stay cold, which is where my product is different because of the design of the ice core blanket. It remains soft when frozen, but will retain its temperature, which is what makes it unique. It's the secret sauce. What I love most about it now is the number of people that have reached out to me, either through the website or social media, and told me how it's really helped them. That particularly surgical patients that take a lot of pain meds, that have a lot of side effects that are really bad, that the ice compression pack alleviates their pain and discomfort, reduces their swelling, it makes their physio treatments much more efficient or effective, and you know, that's good all round. It just makes people feel better, and that's a good thing. Makes me feel good. The thing that I'm most proud about with RE3 is the fact that I feel I'm really helping people. And I know that's something that can be easily said, but I've had so many people, particularly post-operative patients, that have contacted me and said that they've taken less pain medication, that it gives them comfort, it gives them relief. And that's a great thing. It makes me feel good that I'm doing something, I'm creating a business that's making people feel better. The journey started with talking to elite sports people and sporting teams, which was terrific and got a great reception, and a lot of AFL footballers have taken it up. But through that association and connection, it brought me through to team doctors, which in turn introduced me to sports physicians and ultimately orthopaedic surgeons, which is where there's been a really big amount of traction with the product for post-operative patients as a recovery tool. And that's where it's really exciting. Some of the most commonly asked questions that I get is, how long do you ice for? And the answer to that is everybody's different, and it does depend on the depth of the injury, whether it's something deep in a glute is going to take longer than an ankle where there's very low body fat. Somebody with a high body fat is going to need longer than somebody with very low body fat. Age plays into it, but look, the basic rule of thumb that we say is use it with caution, start in 5-minute intervals, probably don't put it directly on your skin until you understand how you will react to it, because some people are more sensitive than others, and just keep your eye on it. Treat it with respect, like you would a hot water bottle or a hot sauce. Watch your skin. Every 5 minutes check it, and as you get used to it, you'll understand what you can tolerate. Well, That was part of the genius in the invention, is it needed to be something that would fit everybody, and it really does. The knee product, which is our biggest selling item, is 1 metre long. Now, I've never met anybody with a knee that is that circumference, and there's 3 fully adjustable straps. So the knee product will fit a child. My own son has worn the brace after a significant knee injury. And I've had rugby players with really big thighs wearing the product. It's got a very low profile Velcro, which gives you a really sticky grab to the neoprene top. So it really does fit everyone. I haven't met anybody that it won't fit. What does RE3 mean? It's recover, revive, recover your strength, revive your body, and return to form. And I love that, because ultimately that's what it is, and it makes sense. So that is what the essence of RE3. Some other frequently asked things is, what do you do with the ice core blanket? You lay it flat in the freezer. I always say freeze it overnight before you use it. It does take a while to charge up or get to temperature, but then it will hold its temperature for a very long time. It's important that when you take the brace off, that you put the ice core blanket back in the freezer and keep it there all the time, is the best way to use it. Don't put the ice core blanket directly on your skin, always put it in the brace. Don't try and eat it. It is non-toxic, but please don't eat it. I do get asked that. We ship from Melbourne directly, so it was designed in Melbourne, prototyped in Melbourne, it's packaged in Melbourne, and we ship from Bayside, Melbourne. We try and use the fastest delivery possible, which is mainly Star Trek at this point. It's really important that we get our products out quickly. People don't want to wait when they're in pain, and that's very much part of our business model. The thing that makes the ice pack component of RE3 unique is the fact that when it's cold or frozen, it remains soft and it retains its temperature, and that comes down to the design of what's inside the satchel, and it will retain its temperature and give you that soft compression, so you can get it around the body very quickly and get an immediate boost of cold. There's no air pockets, so it's very, very efficient. Cryotherapy is essentially just the use of cold, which has been around for centuries. People have used that. There's always a lot of discussion about whether to ice or heat, but as a general rule, I think if you have inflammation and pain, ice will help. It will reduce the nerve conduction velocity. That's a big term, but that's basically what it is. It slows everything down. It takes the heat out of the wound, is a good way to describe it, and it works. It's a natural therapy that makes you feel better. It'll take away your swelling and it will reduce your pain, and that's a good thing. So this is the ice core blanket that goes inside all of our ice compression packs, and each one is tailored to fit a specific body part. This is what makes the product so unique. The layers inside here, the orange cells, the design around that and the science behind that is what makes this stay cold longer. So when it's frozen, it remains soft, yet it will hold its temperature, and that's what makes RE3 truly unique. All of our RE3 ice compression packs come in a carry bag, and as much as this is a really nice little accessory, it actually does serve a purpose. It's a little bit like having a freezer bag. Inside the pack, you have your neoprene brace, which is designed to fit a particular body part, and then inside the brace, there is your ice core blanket. So the three together is what comes with every single pack: a bag, a brace, and an ice core blanket. Because of the increased number of surgical patients who want to keep the pack on for longer periods of time, we're actually now doing packs with 2 ice core blankets, so you can have one in the freezer at all times while one is being used, and that's becoming very popular.